Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 5 in the first season of the 2021 Hyperion Series Manufacturer Series on Gran Turismo Sport. Racing at Mount Panorama Motor Racing Circuit for 16 laps, and we're going in to take the Gr.4 category for today's forecast. We'll be having a nice and sunny day to be in the clear weather, but I hope it is going to be quite doing great out there to be in the uphill circuit towards the downhill. After round 4 in Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, as always, to be in the rain condition. It's very challenging, but this one might have the 5th round. We'll be going in to use the regulation on the medium racing compound tires with no requirement by having a 1-minute penalty. So looks like we're almost there towards the end of the first season. So I bet this one might take a lot of good perfection. We'll be doing a lot of good skills of racing. Challenging moments, we'll be doing a lot of good highlights to be part of the replay. So it looks like it's time to get ready to join in session and get prepared. And balance of performance regulations will be setting up automatically on the power and weight. Every Group 4 car will have to take the most fine difference to master it in Mount Panorama. We'll be going in to take the insides of every precision towards the uphill and the downhill, so this one might take a lot of few chances. We'll be doing a much better clean race. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. Here we go, folks. It's round 5 in the first season of the 2021 Hyperion Series Manufacturer Series is about to begin. So let's get ready to have the drivers with the Group 4s will be ready to go on Mount Panorama. Hiro Tabo is now taking in first place in the Peugeot RCZ, and here's TPC Stone in second place in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4. Canas GT takes third place in the Nissan GTR Group 4, and here's Joe Smaro from Megman GT4 Club Sport, followed by myself in 5th place for the UDRS Insport Tech of the Chevy Corvette C7. And here's G802358 from Brazil in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. Dirk Mickers is now taking 7th place in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. And here's Liam Fox in 8th place in the Honda NSX Group 4. ATK Gear is now taking 9th place in the Jaguar F-Type Group 4. Tone Kayako is now taking 10th place in the Nissan GTR, and here's Kapaz 777 in 11th place in the BMW M4, and here's King Pit Dog in the Dodge Fokker Group 4 in 12th place, live streaming in, and here's Soccer JRV 1986 in 13th place in the Lexus RCF Group 4. Isket is now taking 14th place in the BMW M4, and here's Vortex Tricera is now taking in 15th place in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4, and here's Baku Pao 05 in 16th place in the Chevy Corvette, and here's MT Kaku is now taking 17th place in the Audi TT Cup. Silver Steve is now taking 18th place in the Hyundai Genesis Group 4, and here's CS Moses is now taking 19th place in the Corvette C7 Group 4, and for the last place driver is D Lenny 15 in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport on last place. So better get ready, because this is going to be a 60-lap challenge. We'll be going in Mount Panorama 16 times for only a single lap. We'll be going in to take the rolling starts, so get prepared for taking 4 sectors, including the just going to have to going in at the final turn to get ready to roll. We're taking 3 seconds on the timer, and we're about to be going in to hit the green light for go. Good luck out there, folks. Round 5 of the 2021 Hyperion Series of the Manufacturer Series is going underway. Good luck out there. Coming in at turn 1, we'll be closing in to take the first step. So it looks like TR Gr.4 is now going in at the head start in the Peugeot RC Set Group 4. TPC G-Stone is now going in to take the push in second place. And here's Canot GT is taking third place. In fourth place, Josmaru is now going in to take sector 2 at the second straightaway. Heads up, turn 2 will be on the way. Get set up for some major defense will be going in. Gonna have to make one overtake on the Nissan GTR to catch up onto Josmaru from Mexico in the Porsche Cayman. Gonna get a little bit exercise caution out there to take turn 2 towards coming in at turn 3. Very good. Looks like this is going to be taking a lot of mobility check on my Corvettes. Now going uphill to be coming in at sector 2. We'll be coming down onto sector 3. This will might take the most strongest defense ever yet for UDRS, folks. This will might climb up onto the top 3 finish for taking a lot of few chances. So here comes sector 3 going down the hill, and this will might take a lot of pressure. We'll be going down to the corners. We'll be doing some tricky skills, but take exercise caution to avoid a penalty. This will might have some skills will be needed. Next turn we'll be going down at the left. This will might lead towards the straightaway. We'll be coming right back in towards sector 4 until it reaches up onto the breaking point. It's going to be very challenging for all of us. Now I'm about to be going in to catch up onto Josmaru in third place. And looks like Canot GT in the Nissan GTR is closing in about 0.3 seconds onto the gap. Passed by the 150 market board. Here it comes. Oh boy, looks like this is going to get a little bit contact out there. Nissan barely survives to avoid the scales of at risk. And looks like the Volkswagen is coming in to take fourth place by having an element of surprise. And we have a 0.5 second penalty to be detected. This is going to be taking on for the first lap. We'll be moving on to take lap number 2. TR Gr.4 is now taking the first run for only 2 minutes and 19.740 seconds. This one might have to go hard out there, folks, because every Group 4 car will be facing an FF Group 4 car will be going in to take the hard challenge. So it looks like G80 is now slowing down quickly by crossing the penalty line, but this one might have the opportunity for UDRS will be overtake for a single FF layout. We'll be taking on in the second corner in sector 2. Just going to get a little bit more careful out there, and looks like Dirk McGurk is now closing in. Gonna have to take turn 2. We'll be going up. That should do it. This one might give some open space for some advantage. It's getting closer onto the ropes. Better have to keep up onto turn 4 towards turn 5. UDRS is going to be having a little bit hard timing out there, but make sure this will might have incoming opponents will be avoid a contact. There you go. Looks like this one might give some cornering response. And here comes sector 3. We'll be going down to the hill. This one might take some brilliant more perfection. We'll have to stay safe and stay caution when dealing with a tricky corner. We'll go in for a little solution. Now, looks like this one might have to take some oversteer. We'll be dealing with an understeer Group 4 car. G8258 is now going to be staying on in 5th place, but looks like that one might be quite giving a good impressive with his Volkswagen Scirocco. Group 4 will be doing the most finest advantage, just like the Peugeot RC Set Group 4, driven by TR Gr.4 in 1st place. Now going in onto sector 4, but this one might have to pass through onto the 150 mark, but remember, no early braking point, because this will might take a significant risk of a contact. Just gonna have to be very exercise caution when the driver will be needed to take a chance. Now coming in at the final turn, moving on to take lap number 3 and 13 more to go. This will might have a fastest lap time for TR Gr.4 for only 2 minutes and 14.351 seconds. Of hard work out there to keep up the pace for every drivers in 20 positions. We'll have to try to keep up. It's going to get a little bit harder out there, but the gap distance is going to be going a little bit far separate. Now comes in on to the last minute. Josmaru from Mexico in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is getting closer to reach up onto the second place driver, but this one might take a few gap distance to be reached up towards turn 3. Very good formation lineup out there to see it. I hope everybody is doing okay. But every race always gets a lot of difficulties to take on for a racetrack with a tough terrain. Just gonna have to keep going. Just gonna have to take a lot of focus to reach up onto G80-2358. Okay, just gonna make sure avoid the penalty that we might have to keep an eye out. Leaving Sector 2, now coming in at Sector 3, but it's gonna get a little bit tightened up out there to be on the ropes. Liam Box is now closing in onto my position. Gonna have to get ready. This one might have to go hard defense. We'll be using a radar. We'll keep it sighted. That one might have to keep 1 second behind. We'll buy some time because main opponents will be doing much focus for everybody who really wants to be in the top 5 or the top 3 finish. Will be taking on in the final lap. But it takes a lot of research. Sure, this one might need to do a lot of practice to be on this track. Especially for this corner in Sector 4, we'll be need to do a lot of hard work just to be reminded as always. Going past underneath the Armorall Bridge and now coming in towards the final turn. Looks like this one might have the next lap. We'll be going in to take lap number 4. This is going to be taking a lot of good efforts out there to see how the top 5 drivers are doing. Separate car gap distance is going to get a little bit hard work out there, but many corners will be have to take the chance to overcome. We'll be slowing in to be closed in onto the gap. But several opponents will be doing a chance. We'll be going in to take the slipstream by the straightaways. This one might take a lot of hard defense whenever it goes. Now coming in at Sector 2 at the second corner. Oh boy, looks like this is going to be getting a little bit close call out there for G80-2358 in the Volkswagen. That one might have the opportunity for UDRS. Will resume the pace, will catch up. This is going to get a lot of hard work out there to see how FR Group 4s will be handled when an FF Group 4 car will be doing some fine hard working skills by the characteristics of the steering effect. Now going in to take the next turn on top of the hill. Very nice. So it looks like G80-2358 is slowing down. This one might have the chance to put me in onto 5th place. Besides caution, 2 cars is going to get a little bit crowded out there at Sector 3 down the hill. Almost barely had the chance. Just one at a time, take the corner and slow and steady. Very good technique, but the slipstream will be taking the effect. But right now, it's going to get a little bit more fierce battle out there for UDRS and the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 will be dealing 2 opponents in a short separate gap distance. Will be closing in onto each other. And here comes Sector 4. This is going to get a little bit more risky to be having 2 cars will be pulling in onto the brake at this corner. The Volkswagen takes the inside while Chevy Corvette is going in by the same. So that one might have Liam Box will be staying on track to be continued to slipstream onto the chase. Take the last corner and moving on to take lap number 5, only 11 more to go. The second and third place driver is still having a hard time to catch up onto TRU Otavo is in the lead. But this is going to be quite very remarkable out there. Oh man, it looks like one Brazilian racer just barely went late braking to be going in at the first turn. That one might have the opportunity for several drivers will proceed forward to the different position. So it looks like Kapha's 777 is now going in to take 6th place. This one might have a take turn to reach up towards UDRS in Sportec in 5th place. Gonna have to keep going. Looks like we're staying in 5th place, folks. But the chances will be reaching in to be closing in onto 4th place in a matter of fact. So I hope King Pet Dog is doing okay while having a live stream during the race. This one might be quite doing good out there if you really want to subscribe to his YouTube channel at any time. He could probably have to do a lot of more practice to see how he can do it. Taking his main interest to reach up onto the top 3 drivers as always. And hold on, looks like the yellow flag signal just called in. This cannot be good. this cannot be good for Joe Smaro to be dropping down onto 4th place. Porsche barely took the single effect, just barely lose control and goes for the recovery. Maybe this will might have to investigate to check on the replay. Maybe this will might have everything to take a good look out there. Okay, looks like he's doing okay. Maybe this wheel might be doing good because he is dropped down onto 4th place while Knopf's GT in the Nissan GTR is proceed forward to take 3rd place. So far, coming in at Sector 4 once again, this one might have the few free spaces of opportunity for UDRS where only one car will be taking on this corner, but this one might have some situation response. We'll have to keep an eye out on the radar. This one might have to keep in track from incoming cars from behind. Now going in to take the next corner at the last turn. This will might have to take lap number 6. Only 10 more to go. Knopf's GT in the Nissan GTR is going forward to take 3rd place. Joe Smaro in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport from Mexico in 4th place will be trying to catch up until he can probably have to take right back in onto the bronze position to be in the rightful spot. Everything going on to take the 2nd straightaway before coming in at Sector 2 at the 2nd corner. Just gonna have to dive in, do the inside cornering. I hope this one might have to close in onto Joe Smaro in 4th place. Take turn 2, slow and steady, and don't lose a little bit amount of grip. It's hard to do an oversteering. We'll be dealing with the FF. It's going to be quite going understeer. Okay, looks like back on top of the hill. So this one might take Sector 2. We'll be leaving in towards Sector 3 down the hill. But this wheel might be quite doing great out there to see if I could probably have to go forward towards the Nations Cup at the final round. That should do it. Looks like this one might have a formation lineup out there. Try not to get caught in the penalty. Always to be planned as a promise. Gonna have to take that hard left. Just gonna have to go right in. Only 2.2 seconds up ahead to reach up. That should be quite giving a good impressive to see how Porsche is actually trying to catch up onto the Nissan in 3rd place. Now going in once again at Sector 4, so I hope everybody could probably have to do their best out there, but sometimes 2 cars to be colliding as a contact to be forced to be pushing in. As a matter of result, we'll be getting in to be having a penalty due to colliding with a vehicle was having a little bit more challenging tough time. So better make sure, just try to keep calm, and better make sure to do a lot of exercise caution when coming into Sector 4. 9 more laps to go, and we're in the 7th lap. The chase continues on for UDRS to catch up onto Joe Smaro in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport in about 2.5 seconds up ahead in the gap distance. Meanwhile, Leon Fox in 6th place is going in to catch up onto my current position in about 3 seconds behind. This one might have to buy some time for UDRS when dealing with a lot of corners by the terrain. Will be going uphill in Sector 2. Just gonna have to make sure this will might have some very good inside cornering to be reached up towards the hilltop. There you go. Looks like this is going to be quite giving a good impressive respawn cornering for InSportTech. Quite doing well out there because spending a lot of days until the competition, we'll be going in by doing some video editing on the Crew 2 walkthrough. But it still takes a while because it's going to be having a lot of hard working for some video walkthroughs on the development. Now, going right back in onto Sector 3. This is going to get a little bit more dived in. Just keep a little bit steady onto the hard left on this corner. That should probably quite giving a much more efficiency turn. So let's see how things might be going on for TPC_G Stone. Well, he still tries to catch up onto TR Euro Tavo is in first place, but luckily he's still in second place. I bet he probably had to do his best out there for taking a lot of good progressions to be mastering the track. Already made it in onto the last corner before moving on to take lap number 8. Take turn 1. Looks like this is going to be good out there for TPC_G-Stone. The fifth round is going to be quite doing much possible to stay on the run without going in to take the pit stop, but maybe this is going to be quite giving some monitor check out there. From every last point race entry, it could be possible for an FF Group 4 car will be needed to have the tire amount checked when racing around the track, but only 75% remaining to be on the duration on the front tires. Just going to make sure this one might have to take a little bit more steady grip to be on the amount. Very good. Looks like this one might take a little bit more far distance up ahead onto Joe Smaro in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. 4 seconds up ahead for UDRS is going to be having a little bit challenging hard time out there. But I hope if I could probably have to get ready to go to get started for having a hard defense. Good thing that the radar will be quite giving a good use to come in handy. Okay, just going to keep a little bit more steady careful in sector 3. Gonna have to take that best perfection to be on this tricky corner. It's getting there. Looks like this one might have a lot of good acceleration when dealing with a lot of corners by coming down the hill. Taking on the dirt straightaway before coming in right back onto sector 4. Joe Small in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is closing in to reach up onto the Nissan GTR in third place. Canas GT could probably have to take that defense. This one might take the midship layout, will be quite coming in at the last corner. But heads up, TPC_G-Stone just took the pit stop for only one time. This will might have an important reminder notice. Every race will be having an endurance, will be taking a lot of strong risk. And here comes lap number 9. This one might take 3 more to go because this is might need to take a monitor check for it. Only 7 more laps to go, and we are in the 9th lap. UTRS in Sport Tech is moving on to take 4th place. Liam Fox is now in 5th place, while TPC_G-Stone is dropping down onto 7th place due to the one time only for the pit stop. Will be changing up onto the tire compound to be used to stay in onto the medium racing tires. Just going to make sure you guys, every race will have to take a lot of endurance. If possible, when having a little bit trouble timing on the tires, this one might take the right thing, we'll have to stay safe. Otherwise, you have to go again for the next point race entry towards the 5th. It was a splendid, impressive workout there to be in 4th place for the United Defensive Reformation Service in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4. I hope this one might be quite doing great out there until when I reach this up in 3rd place. This one might have a lot of standard hard work out there to do a job well done. But luckily, this one might take a little bit standing by moment out there, but the gap distance from behind of defense will be trying to do my best out there. Only 18 drivers remaining because this is going to be taking on for only 2 drivers will be leaving the lobby before moving on to the next round. But I hope the final race at the end of the first season is getting near. But this one might have a double features for the Manufacturer Series from the last video, and for this video will be part of it, along with the Nations Cup as a double feature. Taking on a good turn on Sector 4, we'll be moving on to take the final corner, only 5.3 seconds up ahead to reach up onto Joe Smaro in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. But it's getting there, but it's going to get a little bit hard time to be ongoing for UDRS. We'll have to stay in 4th place while Lambox is staying in onto 5th place. But heads up, looks like Dirk McGurk is now going into the pits. This one might have to drop down onto a different position. And we have King Pit Dog in 8th place by having a live stream going on out there, folks. Looks like he is going there to catch up with us. This one might be quite giving a good, remarkable moment out there for King Pit Dog. But maybe this one might have the moment to spare, because this is going to be having a much focus to be in 4th place for UDRS. We'll try to keep up. But once again, dropping down onto 9th place for a different position, but it's going to have to take on to ATK_gear. Do it. I bet this might have a good, remarkable skill for your Dodge Viper Group 4. Made it back on top of the hill in Sector 2 once again. But luckily, the cornering will have to take some efficiency when the tire wear effect on the front is going to get a little bit depleted by 75% remaining. Going down in Sector 3 once again, it's going to get a little bit run down. We'll be trying to stay safe. That should do it. Take that hard left on this corner down the hill. Only 6 more to go. TR Uontabo is now going in to take the lead as an ongoing racer out there in the Pesciat RC Said Group 4. But looks like this is going to be very challenging out there for Canas GT and the Nissan GTR in 2nd place. Followed by Jos Mao from Mexico in 3rd place for the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport. 2 drivers have already made it in onto the final turn before moving on to take lap number 11, only 5 more to go. Brilliant race out there, viewers. Looks like UDRS is going in onto the high roll. But not yet almost, but this one might take a few more. It's going to get a lot of hard work out there to be ready to get close in to take the defense. Liam Box is still going right at it to close in about 1.7 seconds behind the gap. I hope if I could probably have to keep pushing harder to be taking on in the 2nd corner, this one might have to go dived in. Inside correctionally towards the 2nd apex before coming in at the 3rd corner. Okay, splendid. Take that inside up the hill. Take turn 4 and turn 5. We'll proceed to go forward. That should probably have to do it. But it gets a little bit much further if I could probably have a 2-second behind. Just hang in there, folks. This one might have a one great moment out there to see how my Corvette can actually do it. And then, right on schedule for Sector 3, we'll be going down to the hill. Well, I hope this will be quite doing much better, just like I just did back in the GR Supra GT Cup from last year in the final race. But it was quite doing much great if you really want me to see this best moment. Well, yeah, maybe this one might take a lot of hard work to do as a commentator. Let's go in to take Sector 4. I can see the 2nd and 3rd place driver is going in to take the chase. This one might have that next corner in Sector 4 we'll be dealing in. That should do it. This one might have to keep pushing in a little bit in about 1.4 seconds. And now going in to take the final turn. So I hope this one might take a good formation lineup to take the right direction. Lap number 12 is in, only 4 more to go. This race will be getting closer until the final lap will be arrived soon, folks. Because everybody is still tries to work their ways to catch up to us. Because the top 3 driver is going to be quite taking a higher risk. We'll be catching in for only a few gap distance towards TR Uontabo and the Pesciat RC Said Group 4. Now coming in at sector 2, but this one might take a lot of good strategy turns effort out there. It looks like Gr.4 and Josmaru is hanging in there onto the ropes. Taking turn 3 is going to be quite significantly to be coming in at turn 4. I hope Josmaru could probably have to take that chance to go overtake. It's getting there. Looks like this one might have the last place driver will be closing in. Better have the blue flag will call out. This one might have faster cars will go proceed forward, because it's going to be on the trailblazer zone. Just hanging there. Looks like this is going to be getting... And we have TPC_G zone is closing in. I hope I could probably have to get set up, because the hardest defense for UDRS is about to begin. Just going to keep it nice and slow. I really need that 1 second behind the gap is going to be quite getting needed. TPC_G zone is closing in, folks. Looks like this is going to get a little bit harder before coming in at sector 4 after leaving sector 3. This is going to be on the straightaway. I hope TPC G-Stone can probably take the advantage. There he is. Gonna have to do it. And pull the brake. Come on. Looks like this one might have the chance of survival for UDRS. And TPC_G-Stone is staying on the line. Wow. I cannot believe it. This is going to be quite taking a most intense chase ever yet. But looks like this is going to get a lot of harder work out there. But hold on, looks like he's changing in onto the different lane. Gonna have to do it. Nope. Looks like it's getting side by side towards the 13th lap. Come on, looks like, oh man, TPC_G-Stone in the Aston Martin passes me. Now this is the time for UDRS. We'll be going in to take the offense. Better make sure this will might have the defense for TPC_G-Stone. It's about to get a lot of heated battle for 4th place. We'll be going in. Turn 2, come on, I hope this one might have a good limit. 8th place driver, King Pit Dog, is now on the moment. Good thing that he's still there. I hope he can do it. He can probably have to reach up to us. But the chase still goes on for TPC G-Stone in the Aston Martin. I hope he can probably have to do a lot of advantage. It's going to get a lot of more skills to be going in onto the corners. But don't worry, maybe this is going to be quite doing a lot of more impressive moments out there to see this kind of a race. Replay is going to be quite going part of the highlights. Is going to be taking a lot of good perfection. The audience really loves to see it. Once again, going down the hill in sector 3. This is going to get a little bit more risky. Liam Box is now closing in, folks. This is going to be having another trouble for UDRS. We'll have to stay in 5th place while try to reach up onto TPC_G-Stone in the Aston Martin. The advantage Gr.4 is actually going in by 1.6 seconds onto the gap. It gets a little bit far out there. 3 more laps to go, and that one might have a conclusion. We'll be going in to take the next lap. We'll be having the 14th lap. Oh man, that was so close for TPC_G-Stone. Oh man, looks like he's getting off the track and looks like coming right back in onto the road surface. Now this will might have the chance for final corner, but that will might take a lot of slipstream. Will be needed a lot of an increased acceleration. But maybe this is going to be quite doing a lot of hard work out there to see how Team Chevy is actually having a hard time to dealing with Aston Martin in 4th place. And here it comes. The 18th place driver has already arrived in the scene at the 2nd straightaway, so the blue flag will be calling in. We'll have to proceed forward for the faster cars, while the last place driver will be continued forward. So here it comes. This one might have the 2nd corner will proceed. Gonna have to pass through. The Lindy 15 and the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport is actually having a hard time. Come on, almost there. Just gonna have to reach up the hill. Trailblazing zone for the blue flag will have to continue on. So maybe the racers will have to get a little bit much harder out there to catch up onto the 4th place driver. Just keep going. Looks like we're leaving Sector 2 towards Sector 3 down the hill. That should do it. Looks like this one might have to deal with a tricky corner. That one might keep Liam Fox. Will have a little bit gap distance in 1 second. Should try to catch up onto TPC_G-Stone in about 3.3 seconds. He's getting there for catching up onto Joe Smaro in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sports. But looks like this one might have the top 3 drivers is coming together, because looks like Karas GT in the Nissan GTR is closing in to reach up onto TR Eurotavo in the Peugeot RC Gr.4. That one might have the opportunity to see a Nissan GTR is going to be catching up. Will be going in to take the best moment out there to be racing in onto Mount Panorama. Lap number 15 is going in. Only one more lap to go until the final lap will begin. Come on, Canas GT, you can do it. Have your Nissan GTR to be going in to be back on the rocks. This one might have a brilliant good chance out there to have a Eurobeat music featuring the Nissan GTR. Will be having a most finest mean theme song ever yet, but maybe this one might have a Eurobeat in it, so I hope this one might be quite doing good to be on the replay. But anyway, the race will goes on towards the end at the 5th round, so just gonna make sure this one might have to deal with some corners. We'll be going in by the terrain. Liam Fox in 6th place is still going on to catch up onto my current position. That one might take a lot of defense for UDRS. We'll be dealing with a strong opponent. We'll be closing in. If that could be quite giving a lot of a potential for income, because the strategy will be performed on analysis on every corners with the apex in it. That one might take some time. Matter of hard work gives a lot of professional racing skills. We'll have to gain a lot of strength, because don't give up and don't lose hope for every racing opportunities for the competition. Go straight back down the hill in Sector 3. The trailblazing zone in the blue flag is still calling in. That should do it. Looks like it's still getting closer. It's getting in onto the defense line. Liam Fox is now taking the advantage for having a slipstream. Looks like UDRS is going to have to take that defense before coming in at Sector 4. There he is. Looks like this is going to get a little bit tricky. This is going to get a little bit intense. Come on, past that 150 marker board in. Oh boy, looks like this is going to get a little bit dived in. This one might have the opportunity out, and oh boy, that was so close. That was so definitely close. Liam Fox is going in to take the side-by-side, and it looks like ATK_gear is actually spotted in. Come on, that one might take the chance, and here we go. The final lap is about to begin. It's going to be quite very impressive out there, folks. But looks like Liam Fox is not giving up. UDRS will have to take another offense approach. But hang in there. Looks like Honda NSX is going in onto the inside, while Team Chevy takes the outside. So close, but that was literally so close. And hold on, looks like this is going to get a little bit double trouble out there. It's Jaguar is now coming in to take the second straightaway. This is going to be quite doing much impressive work out there. Come on, I hope I could probably have to do it. Put me back in onto 5th place. Put me back in onto 5th place, because this is going to be a much grueling battle out there to catch up onto Liam Fox in the Honda NSX. Going up the hill, looks like this is going to be quite taking a lot of hill climbing strategy out there. And looks like Canas GT and the Nissan GTR is in the lead at the 2nd sector on top of the hill. Wow, that was much brilliant out there to see how Nissan overtakes Peugeot to be dropped down onto 2nd place. This one might take one more downhill section in Sector 3. It's going to be now or never. It's going to get a little bit now or never. Come on. Just get some more skills and some more sweat efficiency. We'll have to try to keep up the pressure out there, folks. try to keep up the pressure, and it looks like this one might have a blue flag. Will continue on for a trailblazing section ever yet. It's going in onto the third straightaway. Now coming in onto sector 4 for only one last turn, because this is going to get a good successful finish. Joe Smaro in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport overtakes TR Yuo Tabo in second place, and now goes in onto TPC_G-Stone, is now coming in to catch up onto TR. This is going to be the final stretch out there, folks. Nissan GTR takes the successful win in the 5th round of the 2021 Exhibition Series Manufacturer Series. Canas GT and his Nissan GTR takes the win. What in the most successful race out there, folks. What in the most successful, brilliant race ever yet. Wow, that is so impressive. That is so impressive. Nissan takes the successful win. I cannot believe it. That was super awesome out there, folks. I cannot believe it. The second place driver from Mexico, Joe Smaro in the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport, took a good successful second place finish. And for the third place driver in the Patriot RC Set Group 4, TR Yuo Tabo took the third place finish. But man, that was so close that I could probably have the 5th place finish will be going in. But 6th place for UDRS will have a lot of job to do. And hold on, looks like this is going to be quite unexpected. This might have unexpected to see it. But the results has been confirmed, and luckily 5th place to be automatically to be in place by default for UDRS. Wow, I cannot believe it. That was a lot of more successful hard work out there whenever it takes. Good race, folks. That was a fantastic good race. So I hope this will be quite doing much great out there to be in the most racing highlights. But good thing this one might have a result outcome. Maybe he could probably have to take 3rd place to be doing much earlier. But the good news is, Canas GT, Joe Smaro, and TPC G-Stone did a pretty good job for having a top 3 finish. So I hope this one might have a good successful congratulations for having a top 3 finish. Good job, by the way, but it was quite doing remarkable out there. And also for the result outcome for Kingpit Dog in the Dodge Viper Group 4. Looks like he's just going to have to do a little bit time of chatting for a conversation. But maybe this one might have to do much harder to be in Mount Panorama whenever it takes to do some more practice. Perfection takes a lot of more practice. Will be doing much great for the Group 4 category. But everything goes on to be part of the racing highlights. But man, I cannot believe it. I just barely took 5th place by the finish by default. I thought I was about to have 6th place, but this is the moment to be moving on to take round 6 as the final round at the end of the first season. Looks like the final race is coming to an end at the end of the first season of the Manufacturer Series of the 2021 Exhibition Series is coming to an end. Round 6 will be coming up on next Saturday, will be taking place at Tokyo Expressway South Inner Loop for the Group 3 category. So do your best out there, folks, and have a lot of practice before we will get started to move forward towards the finale. I hope you really enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. You can follow me on Instagram, DeviantArt, and GT Planet whenever you want. Livery blog videos are available to watch anytime, and don't forget to support my main project, Vision Total Drama, the next chapter of the Total Drama fan art to support the community. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in the Manufacturer Series of the 2021 Exhibition Series on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.